It is always good to look at both sides of the story, guys. Listen to this from Michael Burry. Crypto crash, check. Meme crash, check. Inflation, check. 2000, check. 2008, check. 2022, check, guys. So a lot of people are confused by this tweet a little bit because some are saying that perhaps he's saying the bottom is in. Mom, buy the dip. Burry says the crash is over. 2000 was followed by 01 and 02, which were brutal, guys, right? Wow. So my game plan right here is to wait till autumn, guys, right? To see what takes place during those few months, because that's how we know if the collapse is here or not. Look at this. Maybe it's inbound. I am telling you people that the situation in Europe is much worse than many understand. We are essentially on the brink of another banking crisis. Again. These are warnings, right? To perhaps what's upcoming. A collapse of our industrial base and households, and thus on the brink of the collapse of our economies. We are also totally at the mercy of the authorities, and we have a very little knowledge what they plan or what they have planned, right? Exactly, guys. Well, we actually do know what their end goal is. To what? Reset the system, right? The reason why we have been seeing all these weird and odd ritual type of events is because to slowly but surely collapse the system, but it's getting quicker and quicker and quicker now, right? Will they be able to stop the onset of the banking crisis yet again? I don't know, but I am doubtful. In any case, the speed of deterioration is massive now, and it's only a matter of time when markets catch up. I am betting that we still have a few weeks, months at max. Wait a minute, wait. We literally stated the same thing earlier today, right? What? Few weeks and months at max, guys, before quote-unquote mayhem truly begins, right? This autumn time frame, once again, this fall time frame, guys, where possibly everything truly does fall. Take precautionary measures. Stock: 1 cash, 2 food, 3 water, 4 wood, if you have a stove, 5 other necessities, right? No harm will come from preparation. If somehow miraculously we can avoid the onset of an outright economic collapse, you just have more cash, right? Food, water, and wood. Again, guys, let's be prepared because this autumn time frame will truly tell us everything we need to know, right? But things are not looking too well from this close CV. Now, EU will propose a quote-unquote mandatory target for reducing electricity use at peak hours in order to flatten the curve. Listen to this.
And this is what is expensive, because in these peak demands, the expensive gas comes into the market. So what we have to do is flatten the curve and avoid the peak demands. We will propose a mandatory target for reducing electricity use at peak hours, and we will work very closely with the member states to achieve this. And this,
guys, they're planning it, right? Basically, in winter, typically peak hours are between 6 and 9 a.m. and again between 5 and 9 p.m. before and after work. Got candles already to flatten the curve, right? Governments worldwide will eliminate proof of work and will exhaust all avenues with the least pushback. This was written in stone years ago. You were warned. Again, guys, here we go, right? It's beginning. I mean, this is how they're going to kill all the birds in one stone, with one stone, guys, right? Bitcoin, everything, right? It's going to be pretty crazy with what we're seeing right now. This is insane. In Switzerland, a new law would mean that people who heat their homes over 19 degrees Celsius with gas during a shortage could face up to 3 years in jail. Wait a minute, what? Are you enjoying the Great Reset? Right? Are you realizing what is happening yet, guys? We told you that we, the people, are governed by what? Man-made laws and man-made systems, right? Only truly when we the people truly do wake up, the system will fall very quickly, guys. But if we don't, the system will keep repeating like no tomorrow. Now, aside from all that news, guys, Ripple X has tweeted out, quote, "The writing on the wall was clear. The XRP ledger was designed to be open, decentralized, secure, fast, and only becomes more centralized over time," end quotes, right? David Schwartz on his inspiration for building the XRPL, guys, at Apex Dev Summit. Wow. Persevere, right, guys? Again, the world or the world right now and the future world will be at the, I mean, it already is a paradox, but we talked about this so many times, we're not going to talk about it. I've become a broken record once again, guys. But very fascinating. Now, which connects to this week from X Anderson. I believe this could be a big deal. Recap. Back in July, David wrote this, right? Planned secret sauce, by the way. Come on, now it seems the AMM implementation for XRPL is close, as you guys can see. Great news for the XRPL and XRP's liquidity. The automated market maker got introduced, basically. If you go down here, I have discovered that the last algorithm that RippleNet needs to drive XRP into the bridge currency position. Wait a minute. This is fascinating, right? Bob Way, former Ripple employee, guys, a mechanism. He spoke about a mechanism that would position XRP as what? The bridge of them all. A lot of pool talk, right? Sounds familiar. He also mentioned pool a couple of times. Makes us think of the secret X pool. So, this is fascinating because if you go down here, guys, listen to David Schwartz about what just took place. Just listen to Schwartz. This pretty much confirms he thinks this is a major deal. It also seems to me they have waited quite a while to implement this. Perhaps time is right. Again, something seems odd, guys, and exciting at the same time. Why? Because all this is coming out specifically at this moment in time, right? September, or at least it's getting introduced, and more people are starting to learn about all these new implementations that could perhaps change everything in the blink of an eye, right? For the positive, for the future. Listen very carefully from DS.
Built around it. The XRP Ledger's DEX is built around a simple central limit order book rather than an automated market maker. But I think if you have both of them, I think this is a case where it just blows away OR. The automated market maker addresses most of the pain points that people face in the decentralized liquidity landscape today. So the DEX launched in 2012. It allowed tokenization of any kind of asset and the ability to trade and move them in just seconds on chain. It provided like globally competitive liquidity, but there was no way to get yield, and sometimes there just wasn't the sort of liquidity that people might need. So RippleX focused on differentiating our DEX with automated market making in conjunction with the central limit order book and integrated with payments so that these three features work together to provide a feature set that is unmatched. This is not everybody else has automated market makers, now we have them too. This is everybody else had automated market makers because they couldn't build an order book. Imagine an order book on Ethereum. If you think about how order books work, as prices change, people place offers at different rates. They cancel previous offers. If it costs you $13 to place an offer that nobody's likely to take just to provide liquidity in case someone needs it, that's completely untenable. If your transactions take 10 minutes to confirm, you can't track price changes. We have our own order book because we can, and the functionality of both of them together is just, I don't have words to convey how excited I am about this feature. In October, we're very hopeful that developers will be able to use and test an early version on the developer network so people can build front-end UIs, integrate with new applications, and understand the features that it can provide. I would love to do the whole talk on the automated market maker and get really deep in the weeds, and I'm going to have to fight myself not to get very technical because this is sort of engineering perfection that certain things have. Any one of you who's worked on something, it doesn't have to be software, it could be cars, it could be bicycles, but anything where you're building something, you reach a point where like everything works together and it just fits really nice, and you're like, yes, this is like really nice, and then there'll be a couple warts somewhere, but they really stand out because the rest of the design is so great, and we're reaching that point. So
wait a minute, guys. Did you guys notice something about David Schwartz, right? He seems oddly very excited about this new feature, right? Wow. Again, something seems to be inbound, right? That will 1000% change everything, guys. So, I mean, former Ripple employee, by the way. Next comes from XRP Pharaoh. XRP on the IMF website. Search, quote-unquote, regulating crypto. Click the first link, guys. Wow. What do we see right here, right? Beautiful. Obviously, they show Bitcoin because right now it is the leader, right, of the crypto sphere, but hidden beneath that they do not want people to really see and know about what, guys? XRP. Again, it's all about subliminal messaging, right? About what could be upcoming, regulating crypto. Look what they put, guys. Wow. Maybe, just maybe, settlement, the conclusion of the case, and regulations are here very shortly, right? Very soon, to say the least. Now, again from X Anderson, soon XRP Ledger will most likely have NFTs, and probably the new automated market maker amendment will be implemented. XRP Ledger is getting better all the time with new and better features, right? Exactly what we're talking about, guys. While others are just trying to upgrade just to make their chain functional. Pay attention very closely, guys, right? Exactly. So this is how we were talking about XRP cannot or should not be compared to any other coin out there, right? Because of the ecosystem, because everything has already been built, guys, and we see the geniuses building on top of the XRP ledger, guys, right? So at the end, we know where this is all going towards, but not financial advice. Anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you had, so please leave a like, subscribe, amazing day, and see ya.